Boys, fellas, ladies, madams, days and them. Today is part 2 of What If Wrestling Had a Fighting Game. And right before I get into what this video is about, which is the women's roster, I would like to ask you to please like and subscribe if you do like the video, because part 3 is coming out next week. And please enjoy the video and please watch the other 2 parts. So let's start off with the man, Becky Lynch. Yeah. You had to see it coming. Intercontinental champ right now. One of the greatest all time. Debatably the greatest women wrestler of all time in WWE. Becky Lynch deserves a spot in this game. It is just how it is. Let's get into her alternate costume that I picked out. I picked out her NXT leprechaun outfit. I think it's so funny. I think it's crazy they made her wear this. But alright. And that is Mommy Rhea Ripley. That's right. Rhea Ripley would have to be in this game. She's honestly probably the most popular women's wrestler right now. Debatably the greatest women's wrestler right now. She probably could go toe to toe with any man in the locker room. She is simply that great. And honestly, let's get into her second costume, which I picked out, and that would be her NXT debut. You're going to notice a lot is that these women don't often have changes in their WWE main roster outfit. So I went in and I picked Queen, no tattoo, not goth, Rhea Ripley from NXT. And let's get into let's get into the third wrestler. And it is the EST Bianca Belair. Yeah. Bianca Belair would have to be in this game. She's easily the greatest black women's wrestler in WWE. She's easily one of the greatest women's wrestlers in WWE. She sells merchandise. She's the EST. She was a 4-time tag champ. She had a great match at WrestleMania. And speaking of WrestleMania, is her alternate costume, the Rose outfit. This is Aura. This is such an awesome and cool outfit. It is insane that they only use this once. It's so Aura. But let's already get into the fourth wrestler, and that would be coming from the Judgment Day, Liv Morgan. Was she a tag team champ right now? Former WWE champ. She's honestly on a steamroll this year. Last year she's been on the up for so long, and she truly would deserve a spot in this game. So let's get into her alternate costume, and I picked her King of the Ring outfit. I think the all red is kind of fire. It's Aura. It's such a fire outfit. And to get into the next wrestler, and did someone say the Genius of the Sky? Io Sky, my favorite women's wrestler of all time. I love Io Sky, WWE champion right now. She's so awesome. I think she's simply the greatest women's wrestler maybe to ever live. I think she's something different. She's the Genius of the Sky, and I love Io Sky. Don't get me wrong. So let's get into the second outfit, and I picked this lucha outfit I found. I don't really know what it's from. I think it's fire though. I think it's honestly Aura. But let's get into the next wrestler, and that would be
not just Toronto's very own, but the WWE Hall of Fame's very own. Wait, 25 years ago
would be Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus is a legacy pick. You have to have legacy picks in a game like this. You have to have legacy picks to bring back older audiences so they get a face they understand. And Trish Stratus is a face they will understand. The legendary pick. She's a Hall of Famer. And let's get into her second outfit. While looking up Trish Stratus, I found this fit. I just stretched it out a bit. I think this fit's so fire. The pink, and then the white coat with the white cowboy hat. Oh, it's Aura. It's actually such a fire fit. Let's get into the next wrestler, which would be Yeah, it's such a fire fit. And just to go back onto the list of wrestlers I picked, yes, this list has a lot less wrestlers in the men's list. I've realized that. But that's for later on. Maybe the game could get DLC, or maybe the base roster could have 50-50. There's just a lot more men's wrestlers than there are women. And I really wanted to have an even number of characters. And so let's just go back into the list. We got Trish Stratus, we got Io Sky, we got Liv Morgan, we got Becky, we got Bianca Belair, we got Rhea Ripley, we got Becky Lynch. And that has been the list of what if WWE had a fighting game women's roster edition. And so let's get into it. Make sure to watch the third part of this video where I explain the story of the game, and I hope you enjoyed, and see y'all next week for the third part. Like and subscribe if you haven't, and see y'all next time.